Hello, beautiful souls. Caroline here. It's been a minute, hasn't it? All I can say is I was shedding a snake skin. I was shedding my skin. You might be going through that yourself. I had, last Monday, I came over feeling not great, so I had an Epsom salt bath. And after it, I went and got myself into bed, and my whole body was vibrating. But you could say, I just call it energetic flu, to be fair. And I was like, oh, there's something I'm clearing here. And I felt like my cells were being replaced to upgrade. That's how I felt, if I'm honest. But anyway, I don't really care. It is what it is. But it took a good, I think I was sort of walking around again. I felt a bit better by the Saturday. I've slowly been increasing in energy as time's gone on. Had some initiations, the things that I've been reading, and just felt, it's good to pause and ponder, isn't it? Like, it's good to pause and clear things out, remove the old, bring in the new, and harness it and ground it. So I've been grounding. I don't know about you. So I'm sorry I didn't even give an update, because it just wasn't in me to give. And I'm my top priority, and I hope you are your own top priority at the end of the day, because that's what it's about. Well, I've just been thinking about Joan of Arc. And I got these books, actually, these ones, and I literally just pulled it out, The Divine Feminine, and I'm like, you know what, I just felt, because, you're obviously all resonating with Mary Magdalene, right? But, Joan of Arc, she was inspired by, it seems that she actually visually saw Archangel Michael. As you see me now, that's how she saw him, and she commented on it. I'm like, oh man, that would be quite a sight to see, wouldn't it? I would kind of like, oh, that would be quite a thing, wouldn't it? But it was obviously a very important message, and we know her testimony. I mean, actually, I'm going to read it. I'm just going to read it straight from the book, because I just thought, wow, and it just made me think, obviously you're drawn because, obviously the Mary Magdalene, the most views are on the Mary Magdalene, but you don't see all the Mary Magdalene ones. So, I allow spirit to uphold what's meant to be viewed, or who views it, or, that you're drawn to it for whatever reason. I'm all for that. So I just surrender to que sera, isn't it, at the end of the day? But I just was thinking about us as feminines and masculines, I think we forget how important we are, why Jesus came, how important. Jesus said, greater things will you do, and Joan of Arc, let's just hear her testimony, right? Joan of Arc, the warrior of light. I have a steel-like faith in myself. The angels armor me with conviction. They can do the same for you. And they are. They're always seeking you for your higher self. Stop playing small. Yeah. Who is she? Joan of Arc represents the power that we all possess when we're aligned with our calling. What is your calling? Everybody's calling is different and individual, and everybody's calling is equally as valid and beautiful, because it comes from divine. Your blueprint. She is a legendary heroine in France for her role in the 100 Years' War. She was born in 1412 in Domremy, I don't know whether I said that right, but Domremy, France. And at the age of 13, she had a vision that would change the course of her life. She relates years later in transcripts from her trial after being captured by the English. Oh, so sorry. Oh, blinking English. It's very funny how I'm in New Zealand now. Oh, well, I guess they were doing their life path to bring more light in, because you got to have the dark, right? I don't know. That she would have preferred to stay in her hometown spinning wool. Oh, I concur with that. Not spinning wool, but... I'm starting to get all itchy spirits. But the power of her vision and her belief in the truth of it compelled her to follow the voice she heard within her. So here we go back to being within you. Everything is here, and it's everything you need is within you. Everything. The vision was of the Archangel Michael, accompanied by many angels. She said, I saw them with bodily eyes. There you go. She actually visually saw them. As well as I'm seeing you. And when they left, I wept. Oh, I bet she did. Imagine being touched like that and being visually seeing. I mean, imagine seeing Archangel Michael. He probably peered over her with his massive wheel. I don't know, but... Oh. I always think, you know, I think a lot of us females actually are like, man, that is a divine masculine. If masculines could have embodied Archangel Michael, oh, we'll all be... Oh, dear. He wouldn't leave you standing, would he? Right, where am I? Getting all flustered. Pull yourself together, Caroline. Yeah, so she wept. The Archangel Michael told her that she was meant to drive out the English from France. I mean, imagine being told that, a 13-year-old. Imagine. Joan of Arc, a female. A female! You don't hear that in religious texts, do you? I hope you're chuckling, both male and female alike. Dressed in men's armour, Joan of Arc led several campaigns against the English and became a symbol of hope. The power of her conviction that she was acting on God's behalf shifted the tenor of the war in France's favour. Oh, hallelujah. God bless Joan of Arc. She was captured in May of 1430 and taken to Rouen. Well, yeah, they wanted to ruin her, didn't they? Which was then under English rule. A heresy trial led by Bishop Couchon charged her with the repeat offence of cross-dressing. Well, oh, I'm so sorry she wasn't in a skirt while she was, you know, leading the ranks. I have to think that angels, you know, we have to bring humour to it. Humour is the highest vibration of all, folks. So come on. This is serious though. She was condemned and sentenced to death in May of 1431. I mean, what a legend. I mean, she would have been carried by the angels as she passed from this scene because her spirit couldn't be bound, eh? What do you reckon, folks? 25 years later, her mother, Isabel Romay, good on her mother, because that's quite a thing, to have had to endure that, among others, demanded a retrial. 115 witnesses, oh, they must have been so indignant too, were called to testify on Joan's defence. God bless them too. They were witnesses for the truth. I'm all for them too, man. She was declared innocent in 1456 and Pope Benedict XV canonised her in May of 1920. When your soul selects her card, during Joan of Arc's heresy trial, her interrogators asked her if she was in a state of grace. She answered, If I am not, may God put me there. And if I am, may God so keep me. Her unfaltering faith in the truth of her own visions made the impossible possible. As a teenager, she led an army that changed the course of history for France. And because of the trials, we have sworn testimony detailing the courage of her convictions and her own testimony about her visions of the Archangel Michael, who inspired the course of her actions. Yeah, well done, Michael. Act and God will act, she said. The faith she had in her vision allowed her to take on a task that had never been done before by a young woman. Her every action chanted, "I am not afraid. I was born to do this." If that's not giving you shivers down your spine, I don't know what will. But if you're called, this is my testimony for you today. If you are called in whatever divine is laid on your heart, please, please, please follow it and know that you will, that your act will be acted upon by God and you will be protected. I mean, what a marvelous testimony, eh? To a woman to do that, to help France. Think about how many people's lives she saved and gave freedom to. She associated with the fleur-de-lis, known as the flower of light. It's funny because I used to have those, you know, you would get the fleur-de-lis on the end of, you know, curtain poles. Well, I had that when I was a child and I was always drawn to it, so bless. It represents the Trinity. The profound truth that the Trinity would not exist without Mary and her brave response to the angel Gabriel's call. So exactly, the Mother Mary, she did exactly the same thing when Archangel Gabriel visited her and said, you will bear a son. So the divine communed with her, God communed with her, and yeah, the Holy Spirit came upon her and she conceived Jesus. And that's how important the females are. The divine masculine and the divine feminine, both polarities. Joan, like Mary, knows she is directly connected to the divine from within her, and she allows that connection to guide her. So if this is the only message I can give to you today, just know that you are directly connected to divine from within you, and allow that to guide you. You know, it's going to be a path like this. There may be karmic lessons that you're clearing out. There may be things that you need to go through. Whatever the lesson is or the test, don't judge it according, but just believe in yourself and know that you will be a victor. And that is your desire. Joan of Arc's life is a testament to what is possible for us when we believe steadfastly in our own vision, not the noise around you. She asked for us to move beyond our fear, because fear at the bottom of it usually is the bit that's trying to control us or suppress us. You know, did we hear it? Or, you know, the doubts and the fears. I mean, I've been riddled with self-doubt all my life at times, but, you know, I don't bash myself up. You know, I go to my inner child and I go, well, Caroline, you were learning these things, you were pondering these things. And divine is well pleased with that. You know, at whatever stage you are in life, you're not going to be a fully fledged, you know, you're not going to be flying from a start. And I can guarantee she would have had moments of fear, Joan of Arc, from 13 and you know, pondered that vision. You know, it would have been years later when she was actually putting it into action. Yeah, so she asked for us to move beyond our fear, to act on our truth, and to do this with the confidence of knowing that our every step is flanked with angels. What is the most powerful vision for my life? Give it to God. Just say, what is the most powerful vision for my life? What vision do you have for my life? What has been ordained for me? Because that's basically what Michael was saying. You've been chosen basically to lead the ranks. What has been? Sometimes these things are quite profound when they come to us. Write it down if you can, because we forget easy. We get muggle minds, don't we? We forget. I have a steel-like faith in myself that angels armor me with conviction. I mean, I didn't. I just selected that because she's actually been on my mind a few times, but I've never actually pulled it when I was. So we'll just allow the Holy Spirit, because there's plenty of other divine feminines within this book. I think we'll go for, because how long is that? It's 16 minutes already. We'll go for maybe 3. 2 or 3. Let's have a look. Give them the time that they require. 2 or 3, please, divine. Holy Spirit, there's 1. Oh, 2. Thank you. 2 will do. Okay. Fatima and Myo Shan. Okay, ladies, what do you have for us today? I don't think I've read about Fatima. Fatima. 60. Here we go. The mother of imams. Love is my lineage, and gratitude is my religion. Who is she? Fatima embodies the love and fulfillment that comes from living in a state of gratitude. Fatima bint Muhammad was born in the early 17th century and is the only child of Khadija and the Prophet Muhammad to live into adulthood. So that obviously Khadija must have been the mother, and the Prophet Muhammad must have been the father, to live into adulthood. She's associated with the title the mother of her father because she cared for Muhammad after her mother died. Oh, that's terrible. She is an object of veneration, love and respect for all Muslims because she supported her father through all of his difficulties. Yeah, and there might be a lot of females out there that are just sole carers for people that aren't so well in their family, and I honour you, Just, sometimes our calling is just a humble one, but it's equally as profound. So I honour you if you are. She was a devoted wife and mother of 2 sons and 2 daughters. Her descendants are spread throughout the Islamic world. To the Shiites, sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? But Shiites, I think that's how you say it. Shiites. I think it's Shiites. To the Shiites, she is particularly significant because she was married to Ali, the Prophet Muhammad's cousin. Okay. Ali is considered by Shiites to be legitimate heir to Muhammad's teachings. Fatima's many children are considered then the rightful inheritors of Islam. All right. An imam is a leader in the Islamic faith, and Fatima is considered to be the mother of imams because of the love and gratitude she gave to her family. There are many stories about her devotion and the unfaltering love she provided in order to protect them. Oh, a mother's love, eh? She never failed to defend what she was sacred. She never failed to defend what was sacred to her. It is said that Fatima stood up to Muhammad's successor, Abu Bakr, because she didn't feel that he was honouring her father's legacy in the way he had hoped. She lived with great stability because she knew that her love for her family gave her a solid foundation, identity, and clarity of purpose. When your soul selects her card, we can get caught up in the ego's idea of who we need to become or of what we need to achieve. Fatima is the grace that sweeps through our seemingly complex lives and reminds us of what's core, what's solid earth to the soul. Family, even if family means a few beloved friends, what matters most is the love and gratitude we bring to those who are there for us, and the love and gratitude we feel when we show up and the love and gratitude we feel when they show up for us. This is quite profound, actually, because I had that thought this morning. I was, with losing my husband, a husband is there for you like no other, right? They will keep in daily communication with you. Well, they should. They should care for your well-being, emotional, mental, physical, however it is. And I miss that kind of support, if I'm honest. I miss that depth of love, from a loved one, particularly a husband. But I've got my children, and they're there for me. We're there for each other. But outside of that, it's you have associates and friends and stuff, but it's not quite the depths of if people love you, they will show you, won't they? And we're not always in control of who or what it comes into our life, or when, or how, or lots of things. But we can always be grateful when we have, even if it is just few in number, that we have a connections that sustain our heart and soul. And if you don't have physical presence of people because of, for whatever unfortunate reasons, then don't forget that angels are with you, and they're always there loving you. And when you're in your own bedchamber, or you'll weep because you feel so alone sometimes, and you'll just go, well, who's got my back? Who's there for me? And but diviners, and you can give them your heart and soul, and know that it's not been listened to and heard. So yeah, nurturing, protecting, and taking care of the ones we love is a sacred occupation. Yeah, I'd love to work as a team with a husband again, because because you've still got to cook and clean, haven't you? The woman's role is, and it's not all just the woman. I mean, even if a bachelor's on his own, he's still got to tend to those things, right? But when you love people, you do things as a team. You do things because you love them, and you care for their well-being. My great-grandmother, Big Margie, advised me that if I ever had children, I needed to make sure I got paid for it. Now, that's something you don't hear very often, is it? I actually thought that the other day too, that if I became into relations with a man, and they would have to acknowledge the energy and the time that I would be putting into the home, And if they're not, you know, providing for your needs, then something needs to be addressed. Yeah. I had no clue what she was talking about. The idea was so foreign. Big Margie believed that women should have a wage for the time they spent raising children so that their work would at least be valued. How many women are so undervalued out there? They're just expected. I know for me, I mean, my husband valued me, but, you know, he definitely had an attitude of, oh, that's women's work, right? It's like, you took your undies off, you go and put it in the washing machine, excuse me. What was that old saying? What did your servant die of? Overwork, clearly. Oh, God rest his soul, bless him. But you know what I'm saying here with masculines and feminines. I mean, come on, guys. You know, if you're men out there, you know, she's not your mother. You know, and if she is acting like a mother of nurturing you, then you need to reciprocate with something. Financial gain, so she can buy herself a new top, or, you know, otherwise she might as well just go out to work. Correct? And then she can, and you know, you just share the role of cleaning, you know, or she just looks after her own. I mean, come on, it's you hear what I'm saying? Come on. The role of housewife or of stay-at-home mum is sacred if it's consciously chosen. It is a profound contribution to raise and reconstitute the world. So they're bringing in people. I mean, it's not like men can have children, is it? Well, I think they're trying to make it that way, aren't they? But you know what I'm saying. There is a legacy of love that can be inherited by the whole family from such undivided attention and presence. I mean, the love that you can pour to your children if you're willing. I mean, that is leaving a real good legacy. It's putting them. They're not on the back foot, are they? I mean, heaven forbid that they would come from an abusive family, but you know, I think women in general are pretty loving, unless they've got into, you know, notorious drugs and alcohol or whatever it is, and they don't have a conscience for such things. But I mean, that's just karma, really, isn't it? I mean, you know, if you want to keep repeating life cycles like that, well, couldn't think of anything worse. But if you are, then I salute you if you're looking at healing, you know. Fatima restores the significance and importance to the spiritual path of motherhood. That might be your calling, being a mother. I mean, I'm a mother. That is my calling. But now my husband's gone, I'm trying to be all roles, and I'm going, it can get a bit much. I have to be very careful. You know, I mean, I've had PTSD. I have to manage myself. In fact, I can't be in other people's energy much, but I have to order my days to protect myself and my mental health and my, you know, and also my calling. I think my calling is still unraveling, but it is for all of us, isn't it? So yeah. Fatima is also a call to step back, take a deep breath. I just did, didn't I? So come on, guys, let's do these 3 big deep breaths in. Hold and release. Let's not stress about finding the calling either. Don't make this another job. Okay, just let it evolve naturally. And if you are looking after children, then you are doing your calling. That is your calling. They are your responsibility. So to do it with your whole heart, and just pray that you're supported by a loving husband, or, you know, partner, divine masculine. Might be the female's going out to work and the masculine is looking after the children. There's no shame in that. Big deep breath in. Hold and release. Another big deep breath in. And release. I'm just filling with my nose. She releases you from unreal expectations of yourself. Yeah, don't have unrealistic expectations. Bring it back to real simplicity. You know, if you're at home, you know, you can't go out looking. You know, if you've got particularly younger children, you can't go out to work, unless it's part time and you've got, you know, other family members chipping in as well and helping out. Because I know I slaved myself, and probably was a contributing factor to my PTSD, to be fair, because I didn't have an off switch. And my body basically said, okay, well, I'm going to teach you the hard way then. Now I have to pace myself. I still have, yeah. Whether you have mothered a child, a friend, or yourself, Fatima helps you see again the vital role of the nurturer provides. Yeah, I mean, you might have to mother yourself. I've had to learn to love and mother myself, to bring myself back from the brink of total annihilation. But, you know, the system doesn't help, does it? She offers the perspective that says love is the family we all belong to. So, yeah, might not be blood. And gratitude are the state of wealth we get to live in. And the soul voice meditation. What I'm most grateful for in this moment. Intention. Love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. Amen, Fatima. Thank you very much for that. It was lovely. Notice it's the egg, the going within. The egg about Mary Magdalene. I need to read that story about the egg again. You can see my throat's still not 100%. Right. Maya Shan, the Princess of Mercy. Giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. Who she is? Maya Shan represents the incarnation and fulfillment of mercy. She was a Chinese princess who is believed to have lived during the Tang dynasty, 618 to 907, and to have been the incarnation of the goddess Kuan Yin. Okay. She was the daughter of a king who wanted her to marry a wealthy man in order to secure more wealth and power for himself. Oh, yeah. Greedy father, eh? When she refused, the king sent her to live in a monastery on a secluded island off the coast of China. When the king found out that Maya Shan had transformed the barren island into a paradise, he got so angry that he ordered the monastery to be burned to the ground. Well, that's some narcissistic behaviour for you, if there ever was one. Didn't get his own way, so he... Oh, dear. Masculines, don't be like that. Self-sabotatory, flipping karmic... But when Maya Shan saw the monastery in flames, she pricked the tip of her tongue with a hairpin and magically summoned a storm that put out the fire. Wow. She pricked the tip of her tongue with a hairpin and magically summoned a storm that put out the fire. The king then ordered Maya Shan's execution. Oh, he didn't stop. His own daughter, and he wants her blinking executed. But no blade or sword could kill her. Instead, each weapon shattered into pieces before touching her body. Wow, that's some protection, isn't it? After several attempts, a gorgeous, glowing white tiger appeared and spirited Myo Shan away. The tiger took her to meet Yama, the ruler of hell. Myo Shan immediately heard the suffering of the souls all around her, and one by one she liberated them with the fierce power of her empathy. Yama had to send Myo Shan away because she was transforming hell into heaven. He gave her the peach of longevity as a gift. Myo Shan meditated for many years on the island of Putuo Shan. News reached her that the king was on the verge of death, that he needed the eyes and arms of a person without anger in order to live. Okay. Myo Shan gave him her eyes and arms. The king was revived and came to honour the person who had saved his life. When he saw that his saviour was Myo Shan, he fell to his knees, humbled by the extent of her mercy. Yeah, that's beautiful. I mean, sure. I mean, what a beautiful soul she has. To be willing to do that throughout her life, to have put up with that abuse and still to offer mercy, that is a pure soul. Beautiful, pure soul. When your soul selects her card, the author, Sue Monk Kidd, articulates the process of empathy so clearly when she writes, "Empathy is the most mysterious transaction that the human soul can have, and accessible to all of us. But we have to give ourselves to the opportunity to identify, to plunge ourselves in a story where we see the world from the bottom up or through another's eyes or heart. Empathy is mercy's twin sister. When we can feel into the reality of someone else's suffering, we open up to the possibility of mercy." Yeah, that's the thing, is when you've suffered, you never want even your worst enemy to suffer like that. I definitely can relate because, well, I know I'm empathic anyway, but we can tend to attract narcissistic personality types. This is the whole irony of balance, but this isn't an advert to accept that, but you know, maybe this was her calling to save or help the soul of her own father. Mercy comes from the old Etruscan merce, which means exchange. Mercy is the embodiment of compassion. It can feel easy or even natural to have compassion for people who have never harmed us personally. But mercy is having compassion for someone who has. Mercy requires that we give something of ourselves, which is symbolized by Myo Shan, giving her eyes and arms to the king. It can feel like a great sacrifice to be so giving towards someone who has given us nothing but suffering. Here's where the magic comes in. The law of the universe is merciful. The more we give, the more we receive. When the king realized the profound act of mercy his daughter bestowed on him, Myo Shan transformed into her true manifestation as the 1,000-armed Kuan Yin. Myo Shan is a reminder that giving is the true receiving. When we refuse to release our anger towards someone, we're blocking the flow of the universe within us. Yeah, this is a big one. Because I've had people, and you will, people that haven't had your highest and best good and have been downright just, and they'll never apologize, but don't harbor it like an anger. It's great when you can feel neutral towards them, should I say. Yeah. Until the tides have turned, hey? And then when you actually show that love and mercy, it hits different to them, doesn't it? Because they know that they've done nothing to deserve it. Yeah. We are not harming the person who harmed us by remaining angry. Yeah, you're actually harming yourself. So if you remain, if the angry state is within because of what someone's done, yeah, it does harm you and your spirit, and it doesn't harm them at all. So that's the whole point of forgiveness is to release yourself from their grip, if you like, or allowing them to have a power over you, and you don't want that. You really want to remain your autonomy to be free. We are keeping ourselves from receiving the love and light that is already ours. Yeah. What can I give mercy to in this moment? Giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. So yeah, have mercy. That doesn't mean that you put yourself in harm's way, right? Because a lot of, if you've had these personality types that yeah, don't put yourself in harm's way, but just forgive from your own spirit within, and just allow a divine to guide you, basically. Right. What else? It's 42. 42, 22. 42, 24. Mirroring numbers, isn't it? What else? What else, divine? Oh, I got these. Now, if you look at my shorts, there's not too many of them, but there's one short where, there's actually two of the cloud, which I see, or one of them in particular. There's actually only about 69 views on that one, I think, the one that I'm thinking about, of, a dragon in the sky. And I knew it as a white dragon. But it made me think of the energy of dragons. These are spiritual totem spirits, how I see them. They come to you and you can work with their energy. So just be open to it. It's like another dimension, isn't it? All of Revelations, when things are coming in, the clouds and all the rest of it, well, it's a spiritual army. That's how I look at it. So if you come in at it from, don't poo-poo the fact that we've got dragon cards here. Okay? If you do, well, you know where the door is. Can we have a dragon card? Oh, that one flipped. That one. Right. Aquamarine dragon from Neptune enables you to access your deepest soul wisdom. Spiritual and wisdom are available to you. Develop your psychic abilities and receive ineffable soul knowledge. Aquamarine dragon. I don't think I've ever seen this one. Aquamarine dragon, where are you? 82. My horse acts like a fire-breathing dragon occasionally. I just think she's protecting the spiritual realm for us. Enables you to access your deepest soul wisdom. spirituality and wisdom are available to you. Develop your psychic abilities, because we all can access it, not just our 5 senses. You've got your third eye. And receive ineffable soul knowledge. Neptune is the watery planet of advanced spirituality and enlightenment. The aquamarine dragons from this illumined planet carry the light of the universe, which contains spiritual information and knowledge. They will approach us and ask us to tune into them. So, the energy of the dragons asks you to tune into them. It's a frequency. So that they can download this light into our energy fields. So there you go. You download this light, like me, shedding skin. You can gain more. Your cells have released the old debris and can now hold more light within the cells. This will enable us to take information and know how to apply it wisely. So yeah, take information and teach you how to apply it wisely. As these gentle dragons float around us, they also help us to access more of our ineffable soul knowledge and wisdom and pass it to others humbly, sincerely, and honestly. They have the ability to pour liquid light into us, which builds our crystalline light body. Now that's cool, isn't it? When you think about what I was talking about at the start, why I haven't been on, it's because we've been upgrading our light body, which means shedding the old to bring in more light. So yeah, which builds our crystalline light body more quickly, enables us to shine. They also enhance our psychic development by enabling our psychic chakras to open up more easily. We may find our subtle knowing is heightened after encountering them. You may find our subtle knowing, you just know, is heightened after encountering them. Aquamarine dragons from Neptune are water dragons. They will flow round you, surrounding you with their aquamarine energy and awakening your psychic abilities. Connect with them often, for each time you do so, they will light up more of the keys and codes of your true essence. So you have keys and codes within you that are waiting to be enlightened, awakened within you. This will bring you soul contentment and a sense of your divine magnificence, and you will experience higher levels of enlightenment and see your world and the universe through different eyes. Your guidance is to drink a glass of blessed water as you tune in to these dragons. Then they will be able to touch you more profoundly. Okay, so ask the dragons to bless the water for it to take effect. Chin chin. Oh, we're made up of mostly water, aren't we? So yeah, Earth and Air Dragon. Earth and Air Dragon represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. Stay balanced, ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. Fourth dimensional, see, it's the dimension. Fourth dimensional brown and blue earth and air dragons breathe life force, hope and vitality into our hopes and dreams while enabling us to ground them. They bring us into balance and harmony so that our visions can manifest in physical reality. Well, that's good, because we need to bring, we can't be too airy-fairy. We need to ground it. It's funny because I'm a Libran, air sign. My husband was a Taurus. He was the earth sign, so he helped me stay grounded, which I needed. Interestingly, my twin is a water sign. My daughter is a fire sign. So pretty much got all the elements in my house, and my son's a water sign. So And I love water. I love getting into baths and stuff like that. It's just, it feels encased and comfortable. To do this, we first picture our castle in the air and then ground it. These glorious dragons help us with this process. Yeah, so you're building your castle in your mind's eye, and then you're asking the dragons to ground this energy, which you are bringing now through your vessel. This card indicates it is time to clarify your hopes and intentions. Ask the brown and blue earth and air dragons to illuminate your visions. Then ask them to help you take all the action necessary to bring those visions into physical reality. This will re-energize your life. These dragons also offer you assistance in rising above your challenges while remaining grounded in the beautiful vibration of earth. They enable you to find the perfect balance so that your life can truly flow with grace and ease. So call on them now and ask them to help you understand the purpose of your life's lessons and see the highest good in all people and situations. As you see the lessons presented to you on your ascension pathway from a new perspective, your life will be filled with joy and purpose. Let the earth and air dragons breathe their life force into each of your 12 chakras and bring your into balance and harmony. And bring yours into balance and harmony. They've actually got a spell mistake here, but relax as they do this, and you will have a new sense of calm and equilibrium as you walk your divine path. So yeah, call on the dragons. Just say, dragons, I need your assistance in grounding my heaven to earth. I need your support, your connectivity, your totem spirit within my heart that gives me hope for a future that surpasses what I'm seeing in this physical reality. Please will you ground this energy so that I can start to see the manifestations of my spiritual walk and path to bring divine unions, especially too twin flames or high level soulmates. These could be just soulmates of the friend of the soul to bring in your family of soul. Yeah, the aquamarine that's holding a key here, and one of those I forget what you call them, the old wand. And that one's like, yeah, all the bits that are floating up, but you got, I mean, it's funny because the wings look like water, don't they? We're being blown. You got the earth and the air with the sun. There you go. Orange gold dragons from Arcturus. Opens you to knowledge for the new golden age. We're going to be going to a new golden age. Carry the energy of the future. Be a guiding light. There you go. This is going to be the energy of the future. That's what I love about these totem spirits. It is bringing something that, yeah. Orange gold dragon. Where are you written? Orange. It's on the other side, that's why. Let's have a look. I quite like the look of this one. 96. Orange gold dragons from Arcturus. Opens you to knowledge for the new golden age. Carry the energy of the future. Be a guiding light. Now that's definitely me. This is the energy of the future, folks. I actually got these night sky things, apps on my phone, and so that I could look around the sky, you know, to see, you can see, you know, your Libra or the, you know, the crab or the, actually Libra and the Scorpio, because the Libra is the scales and Scorpio, they're actually pretty much right next to each other. That's me and my twin. I was like, oh well, at least we're together in the sky. I just got to ground it. I'm like, come on, Earth dragons. Let's ground this. Let's get the show on the road. Anyway, I hope he's not watching. Arcturus is one of the most advanced star systems in this galaxy and a prototype of Earth's future. Awesome 7th dimensional orange gold dragons from Arcturus come to us when we are ready to become a walking master and help to usher in the new golden age. I need to read that again, because I'll tell you what went through my head. I was like, if my twin's watching, well, at least he knows that he needs to pay me for cleaning his house. But you know, the thing is with us women, we pour the money back into the family anyway, so it's not lost, is it? And I want to do this job still. And I'll also do the healing hut stuff that I do, which will be developed a bit more in time. But but a side note there. Arcturus is one of the most advanced star systems in this galaxy and a prototype of Earth's future. Awesome 7th dimensional orange gold dragons from Arcturus come to us when we are ready to become a walking master and to help to usher in the new golden age. When a spiritual army of these dragons moves to a place, they stimulate great evolutionary change in all that they touch. See, I was talking about the spiritual army. So if you're seeing clouds, you just know when you're given a totem spirit, whether it be a bird, you know, clouds, whatever, however it comes, a feather. You just know, because it's usually what you're thinking about at the time, you just know that it's comfort. I think this veil is thinner anyway when you've lost someone, but heaven forbid that you have to lose someone. But just be open to it. Just say, I would like to receive this kind of, you know, upgrade in my psychic abilities. But they know when you're ready and when you're not. And if it's not happening yet, don't force it to fit. Just give yourself time. And like I said, mine has only really come online since losing my husband 4 years ago and meeting my twin. So, you know, it took me till I was 40. Yeah, so when a spiritual army of these dragons moves to a place, they stimulate great evolutionary change in all that they touch. They are flowing into Earth now to help us during the exciting years ahead. Yeah, well, I saw it at my place of being. That dragon in the can, and I just knew profoundly it's clearing away everything that no longer serves. It's like having an energetic upgrade. I pray for the community that I'm in, that we would ascend and not stay in a rut. So that's me, and you embodying that light. You will have a profound effect on those around you, and it's not by glorious works, it's just embodying that light. You are the light. Just embodying your highest and best good will be for the highest and best good of others. And in time, they'll learn through their new and their experience, and then you're all raising in frequency. That's how I see it. And it's not by chance you have incarnated during this extraordinary 20-year period when our planet is undergoing a double-dimensional shift. Earth needs spiritual leaders and light bearers. These dragons are blazing their light towards you, for it holds the vision of our 5th dimensional future. Yeah, so they're holding our fifth. I mean, like I said, the twin flame journey, a lot goes on in the 5th dimension. You are connected through to the 5th dimension, more than the 3D dimension. Yeah, but if you desire for it to come into the 3D, I mean, it takes 2 to tango, right? So, you know, you have free will. This is what I was trying to say to my twin. Look, you've got free will. You're not obliged to do anything. And neither am I. But it depends what you want for your life. And If you want to be on a higher timeline, cool. If not, it's, you know, I mean, there's still no judgment with it. You just choose what you want. I mean, yeah. These dragons are blazing their light towards you, for it holds the vision of our fifth dimensional future. They are inspiring you to do your part for the new golden age of Earth, on Earth. Yeah, and that is part of my light mission. I know it. That's why I'm on here. I hope it's having an effect. I mean, I'm coming from a, I think I was going to be doing like, I mean, you call this reading, but it's all flooding through me because it's been experiential. It's not like I've just grabbed a bunch of cards and started waffling. These are real, you know, the twin flame journey is a real thing. It's been mystical. I've had numbers being, you know, sent to me and songs like you wouldn't believe, particularly at the start. But now it's slowly sort of diminishing a little bit. But I think it's so that it's actually becoming more grounded. I see my twin once a week, but he's chosen to walk away. I mean, that's his choice. But you're still not connected. I still get songs. I had a song the other day. What was it? That song that I woke up to. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So you're still there then. You won't, you won't show me in 3D reality, but you'll be there in the etherics. So okay, you go and hide in the etherics and pretend I don't exist in this earth. We're all going through an upgrade. He's going through an upgrade. I'm going through an upgrade. And you come together, you know, divine timing and all that. If it's meant to be, then sweet. If it's not, okay, so we've seen in this card, okay, so it's time to stand in your power and fulfill your destiny. Allow the orange gold dragons from Arcturus to enter your energy fields, and breathe into you the vision of Earth as it will be. Oh yes, please breathe a nice vision of how it's going to be, because I think we needed this shake-up, didn't we? We needed the enlightenment. We needed to be woken up out of our stupor. And many people might stay asleep, what we'd call it, but it's not, you know, it's not a judgment. It's just, it is what it is. And you know, we're not in control of how others perceive things, are we? You just got to be true to you. I'm probably rereading this so many times. Allow the orange gold dragons from Arcturus to enter your energy fields and breathe into you the vision of the Earth as it will be. They will give you the strength, wisdom, and knowledge that you will need for the transformation ahead. It's not going to be easy. You have much to do and many people to help, and a beautiful seventh dimensional orange gold dragon from Arcturus will stay by your side as long as you need it. Be a guiding beacon to light the way for many. Well, we hope to be, don't we? So I'm glad I spoke from there. I mean, at the end of the day, even if you thought this was all hocus pocus, right? It certainly brings another dimension of understanding, doesn't it, for what we're experiencing. And it lightens the load a bit. I thank the dragons for lightening the way, for lightening our load. You know, and putting us into higher dimensions, giving us hope. And I welcome them in with open arms. Kind of like How to Train Your Dragon, isn't it? Oh, I love that movie. That's great. Oh, shivers, I've gone quite long, haven't I? Rightio, guys. I'm actually quite excited. It's good to get the excitement back, isn't it? I might go and drink some more water. I hope you have a lovely day. Drop me a comment if you've got this far. I wonder how many actually watched right to the end. Anyway, give us a like, give us some love, and yeah, just be good to you. And remember, if you're just a mother, that is the most profound thing you can be. Just keep pouring that love to self and your family, and that is a legacy. Love you. Bye.